Whoa. Did you see that One Championship just dropped their fight announcements for January 24th?
Yeah, I saw it this morning. Stacked card.
Seriously.
Yeah.
We're diving deep on a couple Muay Thai showdowns that have me hyped already. We got to break this down for everyone listening so you can sound like total insiders come fight night. You know, not just some casual fan who just tunes in for the knockouts.
You know we've got the goods. This is not your average night of fights. We're talking about some serious talent here.
Okay, first up we have Superlek.
Yeah.
He's the reigning bantamweight champ.
Right.
And he's putting his title on the line against Nico Carrillo.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, he's been on a tear.
He has.
I mean, come on, Superlek. This guy's practically Muay Thai royalty at this point.
He's so incredibly technical. A Superlek, he's like a surgeon in there. He really kicks his shots carefully.
Right.
And his fight IQ, forget about it. He's got that veteran, like, savvy, you know, that makes him so dangerous.
It's true. It's true. What for you sticks out as, like, his most dangerous weapon? Mm-hmm. You know, for people who haven't seen him fight, what should they be looking out for?
Oh, man. His lead teep, honestly. I mean, I know, you know, it sounds basic, but his lead teep is one of the fastest in the game. And he uses it not just to, like, keep you away.
Right.
It's not just about distance control, although it is amazing for that. He uses it to punish you.
Right.
Coming in, and we've seen it. I mean, his last 3 opponents, he's dismantled them with that lead teep.
It's so true. It's so true. But I do have to say, like, you can't count Nico Carrillo out in this. I mean, he earned this title shot. This is not some fluke. He is a beast.
He's earned it for sure. And this is what makes this fight so interesting. I mean, you've got these two contrasting styles that are going to collide. You've got Superlek with that tactical precision striking, and then you've got Carrillo, who's just this, like, gritty, in-your-face pressure fighter. It's going to be a chess match for sure.
It really is.
Yeah.
So for both of these guys, I mean, what do they need to do to walk away with that belt? Like, what are the game plans you see playing out here?
Well, I think for Superlek, it's all about maintaining that distance, right? Like you said, he's got to use those lightning fast teeps, those kicks, to keep Nico at bay and really pick his moments to counter.
Right.
Because if he can counter Nico coming in, that's where he's going to do the most damage.
Okay, so pick his shots carefully.
Exactly. Now, Nico, on the other hand, he needs to make this fight ugly.
Oh.
He needs to turn this into a brawl, pressure Superlek, get him tied up in the clinch, and just try to overwhelm him with volume, you know?
Right, because I feel like Superlek, he doesn't mind, like, taking his time.
Exactly.
Feeling it out. You know?
Exactly. He'll slow it down if you let him dictate the pace. And I think what's fascinating here is it's not just about who's the better fighter, it's whose style can be imposed on the other. It's classic Muay femur versus Muay cow.
I love that you brought that up, you know, for our listeners. I mean, it makes me think of legends, right? Like, you think of that beautiful technical style. You think of someone like Smart Paya Karun.
Yes.
You know, and that like, just brilliance. But then you think about someone like, you know, Diesel Noy Kor Thanashukkarn, who just walk forward and just, like, bulldoze you.
Absolutely. Pressure.
It's going to be interesting to see, like, which one of those kind of comes out on top. But speaking of exciting matchups, 170 is also giving us the rematch that we've all been waiting for. Tawanchai versus Superbon. Round 2, baby!
Yes. Can't wait.
For the featherweight belt, which, let's be real, just as important as that bantamweight title.
Oh, absolutely. And this rematch, it's been brewing ever since their first encounter at One Fight Night 11 back in, what was it, May?
It's like ages ago, right?
Feels like forever ago, yeah. But, you know, just to jog everyone's memory, Superbon, he took home the win and the belt that night, but it was a close fight. It was really close.
Yeah.
And they both landed some serious leather on each other.
Yeah.
But the ending, man, it was controversial, to say the least.
Right. That head kick from Superbon that ended the fight.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of people thought it was after the bell.
Yeah.
I mean, I was watching it and I was like, was that late?
Yeah.
I mean, Tawanchai was visibly upset, and honestly, rightfully so, because if it was after the bell,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, what could have been?
Right.
So I think the rematch takes on this whole other, like, level of, I don't know, it's got a story now.
It does. It adds a whole other layer of intrigue to it, you know.
Yeah.
Does Tawanchai come in with a chip on his shoulder, fueled by that desire for revenge? Or does that memory add more pressure, maybe lead to some mistakes? We'll see.
Man, I'm so excited. So we've got these two title fights. Both have incredibly high stakes. Both have these really interesting storylines.
Yep.
It's going to be an epic night of fights, folks. So mark down January 24th.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it. And make sure you know how to watch, because you've got options. You've got your traditional pay-per-view, you've got streaming services. Figure out which one works best for you. Check your local listings, go to the One Championship website, whatever you got to do. But here's the thing. Here's what I want you to think about. Until January 24th,
Okay.
how much does a rematch change things? I mean, really. When you've been in there with someone, you've felt their power, you've studied their tendencies, does that give one fighter a mental edge? Or does it add this whole other level of pressure because you know what they're capable of? I don't know. What do you think?
I like that.
Because honestly, we're going to be debating this right up until the opening bell.